ekuyafo ya damase oma be ye ekuyafo efimo ekuyafo ya damase ekuyafo ya damase kana ekuyafo ya damase oma be ye ekuyafo ekuyafo ya damase ekuyafo ya damase nanu ma ekuyafo ya damase yensabe kuyanu ekuyafo efimo nanu ma ekuyafo ya damase ekuyafo ya damase kana ekuyafo ya damase oma be ye ekuyafo ekuyafo ya damase ekuyafo ya damase nanu ma ekuyafo ya damase yensabe kuyanu ekuyafo efimo nanu ma ekuyafo ya damase ekuyafo ya damase kana ekuyafo ya
Ebisa fo mamunya AYEKOO ba AYEKOO dwumadie so na twetwe mu ne mo twetwe nkomo efa se de ye nam na kwan a befa so ahya ase asiesie o Fishpond no na watumi ahye dwumadie ase na twe so ye ne moto aso na twe nto aso ye ne moto aso ne se enam no kwan ben de befa so akrakra na fi baabi a enam no kwa ye nketo e from fingerlings no e de akogu ye Fishpond mu aduane ma ho nsem te se enam kradu baabi a oyare enim di fo no de bensem no mo eka efa ho we ene nkoma nya botetnase na fe tie bi na fe bitu nkotodwem eno echi no na fe yehu sede siyase ye enam a esi etie enam da esutini mu ende office pon kwada we na ede ninya no enim di fo no ene betumi a kire yen ede asere ma ADB or say agric and more kwadwuma de disa omo na behu omo sanso na new agric solutions se opedua papa dua ope nima bi asua afakua ye ho nsam de disa omo koma so ye na omutumi ekirecho agromonti se so wadua ba no nhyene no ebegina disa onya chelic potassium na odigugu so eno na betumi ama aboa Boris B se mayen kran kokofunu mfi amanone biem enti Boris B chicken eno na wonya bia tumi se anunso ode frigana ya eduana de be ye omo so ono a ebeme obi DHI se opese usua apomudi ho nsam na ekoanim na afi onya adwuma pa bi ya uko DHI ho a kuma se pataso mo wo mo kede sanso mo osehwe onsa be kan omo na afi woni so ade no se opese usua ade no etumi abamu ama nnako we ene ebo ne de dwumadi ambrew mo de na tenase na nya abotre na memfa kudu enje otata na yentie de animdifo no ebeka akire ekuyafo ya damase kana ekuyafo ya damase yensabe kuyanu ekuyafo efimo AYEKOO AYEKOO yeda ho ewo akosombo aha ena yewo water research CSIR omo krabata ba ko omo eye nam cheche siri nam aha ene yewo yede pani pa ohwe bia iso ene eba betwetwe nkomo yema na AYEKOO na fi yene no enhye nkomo twetwe no ase eya AYEKOO ya mpacho boko de
mpacho nya boko
mpacho odin de
me dey Francis Anani
Anani nimse high CSR enkrabata moye nam udibia wa hane say position be na kura
so say amina me OIC OIC that's the officer in charge and timina me empenya na head of the center
na twetwe mu ye ne odwuma yini etonyo edi nkomo ema cheche kwan ye mfa so entu ye Fishpond no ene ye no wa beto aso se o kire ya be cheche be a obesiesie Fishpond kwan wo so di nsuo gum ene de ebisa ne se enam nketo na from fingerlings ni tilapia no wo de ba kwan ben ena wo do be ba memfa ne se bia me wo takrade ena mbe fa na me fia e de akọ kwan ben na memfa so fanko nkonko duro
enam fingerlings no enam kitty and I enu na most of the time our farmers no muji and omudi cause pond and nyimna enye enam kesi Mostly I say packaging more. First of all, before then I harvest for pond as from what the friends say nursing pond.
Okay.
After that, and they share the friend who happen to say mosquito net. Under that condition, your friend will say situation, your friend will say conditioning. And during the condition, your ma omu eduani bebre, your ma mu eduani kita sene beya umbe stable and now umbe nyahumi before you be transport to omu. Before the transportation, there you say package mugu rubber, transparent rubber, rubber no ye the inso good rubber no after inso no rubber no most of the time rubber mienu. There you are seeing ye the inso share inside one no so ye the inso share. But see the ye the ice block share say na be ya inso no ni temperature no enko so bebe. Most of the time, that low. After that, now the enamel sometimes between 100 and 150, depend on how far the enamel. Some the quite cheap baby, you far baby share bag no bag. Some the baby concern one baby to say 1 hour time on bed do what, and the unit said 250 to 300. Now the share. Say the share we are now the oxygen, and now from and also go bag, I share bag no because a nam no omo pen from although mo on so but in so mo no from I want so no a sign from no na mo use to anti and I did anti yes we did from share rubber no after I did from share na ya san and ya chichiri rubber no say chichiri no year na dey share another sack mo sack no enu na protecting ana ma there one inside no be pie ana be say intem say ye wia na ya parking na say car na ya truck ana omuka so mu the car ba na ya parking na go nicely and before the transportation
yaba ha ye hu say na mo yi nam keto ne bi de ye wonwa ye bisa na da omo mo hwe bi de akwakoye omufuo ni ade no omo hu enam keto yi you say mo yi wo mo no nsuo na mo di kan di gumu na mo de nkyene ni ade ego na mo de nke de nkyene gu no ane ye bachi o na
okay I didn't hear the nkyene share insonuma sana de nam gu no sometimes omunya the obroni by friends say breezes well it is a the nkyene share sanma ema muawa na say bibi wo maybe ma enam no yare na etimi masa yare no ana ontimi kum enam no enti na di nchini share we no as a disinfectant before bring be say disinfectant say na betimi enam no entimi nya yare bia asana e be du be bia enam no ko no
doctor ani yemisa say enam no modo mo tu kwan akwa akire na o se ekwan no nwa kwan enam no kwan wa pa mbetumi akopa no e be se awo do se na ende du ana o limit e so mutumi e tu kwan no atra
oh for enam no betumi say package no sa bag no ma e betumi take more than 12 hours so let's say so mufri ha anopa around 8 o'clock by 8 o'clock the evening time before ombedu onu still enam no betumi I survive. For example, say sometimes we move far and I'm free akwa called Burkina Faso and now upper is Bolgatanga and over 12 to 14 hours omudu on still and I'm omuti ase omu
me do ombedu sana me do maba bedu no fresh sana adiasa me release omu and I'm between the so ma adiachi.
Oh yes, so far as one temperature and now a shea wall when enye too much and oxygen is still bag no say and now pie and still oxygen will move there about me for 24 hours are still and I'm no about me the correct state and I'm moving
me na mo tu kwan a ka ben and I'm family say be a pick up be a chi ana cargo car mu ana say container bi ana say passengers car say me de nam e tu kwam ye finger length am kwa kwayen o ma car be na me fam.
Okay, car there any car at all. But most times I advise is car ebema enamnu ebenya that freedom.
Okay.
But most time I recommend they say car be more comfortable because some of the rules are now kwan bi mu enye na say befa baby kwan nu nye because of the pothole and vehicle stability and bet me affect and because of that more comfortable vehicle. There so benya seat no say foam and na bibi kra na the nam no be to so say na be ya say road no nye kra and how enam no bebre because disturb on bebre and or distress him and so e be kan and bet me akun omu any car at all. It can be saloon, it can be pickup, it can even be a normal bus, but provided the shaking of the vehicle is avoided. I bet me when it make us say we don't have any specific car winners says provided the vehicle is comfortable, it will not shake and nam no bebria. Yeah, let me add them.
Okay, the nam na babedu. Dr. Eto nam chair said here, basically prepare wins to know a new Google disinfecting in. And nam them do bedua. By a wins of Mutiana Yen Bokobina there. The nam bedua, quite better than first release what wounds you.
Yeah, most of the time, recommend this says who do upon and a baby up as who far and nam share. First of all, be ye and nam there were bag inside bag no and yes sack where you was sack no. So you was sack no there to upon and nine so no. Now be jaw move for some time. Because the reason being that the bag I the nam no share no the ice can and temperature and now a share war no a war form cry chain in so how the enam no kotu enti I recommend this all the bag no be share in so now dance so for some time between 5 to 10 minutes. After that now pie side back one now create space for one side of this now biye no kakra now jaw so if possible bet me asan pon e so no bi aguwe mu sena gradually temperature and so no ni a share what pon any there war enam no ni na be ana obroni by say it will balance temperature here and temperature here will be equalized and sana gradual ben man enam no mukasa mu be move afri bag no akọ
the jam at once let's go into no den
o jam sa enye because bet me amomu the obroni be say shock and that shock because of the drastic or immediate change in temperature from a very cold environment to a very warm or hot environment. That shock can cause a stress and it can affect the survivor and now no mu ebet me ama enam no mbewu omutimi tiase ana omutimi survive war system.
Nungu so nmu sa wie de wa cheche ni ade en kakran kakra de be ne to aso nam no so omo be share life fufa se wo san so me de nsu me do mu gumu sa na de be ne to aso aduane type be na wo se de ma kwan be kwan fa so fa aduane na ma
so audio mu share so release mu finally into isonuma. Usually I recommend they say that very day no ema omu aduane because of the long distance so ma o de enam no akointi en so omu nya ahumi ana ahunto asana o be start feeding it so be a prisoner what should be akọ prisoner who do nipa back because of the person's condition psychological and everything on is not in a position so bed didi immediately the same thing applies to the fish so the aduanu share omundi at the end of the day because of sa condition no enti omu na so be jam for almost one day or the next day and so no be start feeding so be feeding mu cry aduanu no enye so be nu bebre be ma omu kakra so mu start say the omu fa no ya doso ana cause sana kakra gradually ube ebi bɛka ho ɛno so as ɔbɛma mo aduane a yɛf ɛsɛ unnim ɛnam no ni dodo a wo de share pon no ɛna yɛ some calculation obìnrin bɛ say at least 10% of the total weight all the share na 10% na wa calculate ɛne na all the bɛma ɔmo sɛ ɔmo nyi na still o gradually o adjust feed na sɛ ɛba feed ni so a ɛti sɛ abɔfra na akɔda
document bi sa we di ento aso sɛ Fishpond no Dr. Eto na me man dimensions bi ni ade Fishpond kɛseɛ pa no tilapia sɛ na ɔsɛ me di gum medium one na ketwa kra sɛ me start sɛ me yɛn tilapia do sɛ na ɔsɛ me di gum
pond ebe free whether enam no pese nye kɛseɛ pa and now pese nye medium size and now before we harvesting so pese enam no ye kɛseɛ pa enye so di bebre be go pond usually we recommend say every 1 square meter they say 1 meter baako also a meter baako high meter baako high meter baako and so 1 meter square no who the you recommend say maximum with the enam to say a 9 begu every 1 square meter. It is upon you let's say 10 meter by 10 meter. Then that will be 100 square meter. So 4 times 100, that will be 400 fish to that pond. So it depends on the total area of the pond. But every unit area, a maximum of 4. So depending on how large it is, then 4 times that total area. And to be measure length ni tinting any this side now multiply now area then you multiply the area by 4 total this thing will be the total fish or the best share sa pond
talk na o kan emwa na duan ho sam e bi kire se emwa ne susu a odo mo ba wa kire kire ye nyin nyina achi no o so nya abotre ya pond na o so ko ho nyina ahia reduan no ma mu kakra muso muso aduane ne kakranka bi so de ma mu etoto aso a enom be ya kese aduane ma no emo na betena we 3-4 days ekọ no kwan be ne mfa so mfa ma mu
aduane ni se omu enam no so a say aduane o be man from the start no enye se be bebre obi mu on pese omu wo adwin se because on pese enam no enyi ntemti on be ma mo aduane bebre na so ma mo aduan bebre a sa aduan bebre ni omu ntimi ndini na omu ti se abofra na akoda so ma akoda aduan bebre a on ntimi ndini na enti akoda de odi ni di kakra but the time interval no ye short ti se akoda every 1 hour obedidi kakra after 1 hour kakra. The same thing with the fish because they are small we feed them a short time interval but the quantity of fish should be small. So the aduane no does one omu ntimi di na sa aduane di aka won so no ebe kosu what Brunbe friends say pollution ebe say so no ni quality what we call water quality ebe affecting and in the long run it will result in enamnus ombe their death enti enye kra say ube ma aduane enamnu aduane bebre at any given time. It should be based on calculation. And based on the calculation too, sometimes it depends on the response to the feed. Or sometimes in so the temperature no is so low. The temperature no will form and no part omutimi didi senese omudidi. It is sometimes although it's measured, but still you look at the response. I'm giving them this, but they taking everything. So mu fa bibia here say the ina be mam. It needs to be highly regulated.
Ensuo no modam no bi se ebre no bra no yensesa no me suban na man yasesa no anase mo timing da ho se me nam da nsuo ma ebi sa bre dia e wo se mesesa no no matter se bi nsuo ni tibia.
Okay. So it's only green. Sometimes it could be due to excessive feeding. The omudima enam no aduane bebre a omu so no entire green tem. So most of the time, is mainly due to overfeeding, and now aduane is too much. Anything a man so new green thing. Now, since so new green so, so be so new na free system no. enam say so ni on be wu enti the best ube here is ube draining and obe man so no bi afri we nu system say so ni bia now the fofra na fresh one atop the aka wo hono. But most of the time it depends on the greenish of the destiny. And other times be betimia a number betimia or win for about 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. It doesn't need any topping up of water or exchange of water if the feeding is well regulated. So most time the greenish is due to overfeeding. But when there is overgreen or the water is greener, the best is to reduce the water. No be in so no be Afri system no the be atop.
AYEKOO. AYEKOO.
Doc, you ento so nhwe enam amusi ye obi a brew stock ye obi a ye bedi wo de yenya de ye na ye yi akwakodi no so ebi si be perentem me ye me man aduane mo a ombenyi ntem ama metumi akwakoton mu ebi nso se wo ye ne bra no a ena nam no omo wa ahoden omo nam no so ede sa eho no obegye ne sen
enye aduane dodo a o de ma ena fa aduane su kan se na no benyi ntem. Sometimes I say aduane ye too much boa enam no. Sometimes nam kra no bet say o ma fa aduane no ma di. But at the end of the day the obroni friend said digestion or digestibility when nam no it will not be too good. At the end of the day, the feed just passes through the descent and is excreted and now it's passed in the feces of the fish. That is not beneficial. So there are instances where sometimes even we feed the enamel every other day. For example, so ma enamel eduani ene or china mu mamu eduani the next day before they feed them. It helps the fish so that it can make good use of the feed that you are giving it. So it doesn't depend on how early one wants the fish. It depends on just doing good feeding at the right time, and the feed is a good or nutritionally good feed. And at the appropriate time, you will get the expected results. He also advised say grass and weeds work on so enye because our weeds in so say do anajua. Almost oxygen wo and from our say nam no en yusu sa grass and now weeds and now we upon almost the enam no omo che sa oxygen and it will affect the oxygen one so no say sa so enam so omo timi need say na say omo ni enti enye aduane ni kwa the environment, oxygen content, feeding and all that no have affected enam say na say omo ni do.
Doc, me de na me na mayare say na mayare me de na menam ekase bia na me wonsu mi yare aka omu de be na kofa yare ba because na me da river me ye hu se omu yare but the ba Fishpond we say nam na yare de be na kofa yare ba
idea fa yare ma enam emu dosu ba ku met nya feed enam so mu wo normal river and now mu wo mu environment no omunya aduane bebre vitamins proteins minerals ni na won so no ba say ye di mu shepon mu se a ya restrict omu movement and na ya ma be freedom to move nti ye say ye ma omu aduane a obroni be friend say balanced diet nti aduane a omu ye to ana ye di ma omu no e say sa aduane nu vitamin bebre vitamin wo omu no e dosun ye minerals e wo omu no eye protein say there was deficiency and not shortage of this because of that it will result in what Obroni friend said deficiency disease. Now for example diabetes.
Okay.
And now diabetes diabetes. Apart from that, you know, so as on protein vitamin the affect and now the immune system and now on the na bacteria and now omutimi attack enam no easily. It is a nipa so unya vitamin minerals and the unya say more na bibi na bacteria na bibi so more affect you bet me anya yare easy
enam yare so mo yare
enam no
te nam yare o nse wonam yare we dey
oh yes we be say mo yare
we dey so mo yare
the other some of them are now be say we be say enam no say na say o move or enso no or move side by affecting the movement and apart from that sometimes I be say crow and now saw wo the enam no and apart from that we may say enam no the color no assistant bet me enam instead of being the number ash grayish color no enam bet me say red and now be additionally black or greenish or the color bet me assistant say eba sir we may say enam no or yare
enam odan so mi dem e dey hu say the color assistant kuru abeda no ho a me so oyare.
Yeah, sometimes I say, "Who feeding?" That's one opportunity when we say, "Namija," say, "Yeah, always advise say farmers or move feeder." And yes, beba now mo di aduanu nu bema enam keke no mo akọ. So mo ma mo aduanu o mo take your muta na mo nya abotre. Na mo ma mo o mo hwese na mo di aduanu nu o mo prepare aduanu nu enam. Say sa farmer no so man enam na aduanu no o de ni the eyes, share and the name, share and so many. I'll say no. Or more respond to feeding and not color. No, most of the time is the upper part of the fish, which you can easily see when the fish is swimming. Until you can easily see if you're observant when you are feeding in particular.
And now my of fish pond mo. And now my yen won't see any. Sana me in the one at the pa.
Yeah, and I'm obeying that besides as them say, oh. And I'm a pond and I am a river and natural environment in the sometimes I do yeah pond a bet me I the chain the river and sometimes with the river and bet me I the chair the pond. Me na jina edwania and nam odi. For example, so the nam share pond man edwani pa. The obronibe friend is a balanced diet. Woman enam no balanced diet. Enam no bet me a kwashoko. Or bet me anya diabetes. And now bet me affect the quality of the flesh or now protein a bed developer enam. So soon as enam no river numa because in the river there's a natural water body. Yeah, will be a friend we say algae. Any variety of food available to the fish, so they naturally take it and they have the new balanced diet. It will depend. Sometimes the pond one, let me add the chair there or river and a river. It depend on the environment, the culture, the new mom, send and soon. Sometimes I say soon we are too green and affected the taste of the fish. What the brewing friends say off flavor. Who dear number one say some flavor na some this thing odor be or enam tree is either way.
Observe common the owo nsuo so the other fish pond mu e wa brand be a friend Samuel Fadada on the sanam ni nyina o wi betumi a kire ba me no de this enim before ne betumi a kire se nam we say na ne de no esitie na ene de mu besia e da foforo enam a ye keju mu nsuo ni ayen o mu no so ebi sampanifo se kwan ben ene ye fa so esi eye no ye ba kosomo ena ye behwe kwan a esojaman ye behwe kwan fa so eye nam CSA ni nkrabata hwe nsuo ene nam ye eso ena ye ba behwe ye ene de mu sia ye beda Dr. Francis Anani ase ono ye pani o ha na episode 2 so ye no na twetwe nkomo ede kru ni nyina ase so moboae na ye de dwumadi ede ebremu nyame yadma ye hono da sene na da foforo so ye beto aso na nam sem no ya domosuko na watumi ho edu ba bi no samote se na penifo no kore ka se ensuo ema nam etumi bibi galam sefo no amane hu aye hu no penifo mo hwe na muntu na mo se obawe na na mo ayare de ya de boni pa de mo my Ghana the ministries no lands and natural resources enin ka fo nyina na bedu bibi ebo mu kuma bisa se anamon be na yetu ye pesika na yekum ye hu ani ye pesika na de apempa ni nyina e ya asem se de ebre se mu no e betwa twede no so ani madu ni ye de musia nyame yadma e wonda se ne yakram
ya AYEKOO Ghana kuafo e moye bio ya AYEKOO nana no kuafo e moye bio che de amfonya misira mo Nyamisiramo na wama dinde na ya fona mumfanye monyuma de mayebio mama biani abo nanu makuya fo mama wodina bo ya fo mama sikabo ya mama boni yo ya ayiko do makuya fo nanu makuya fo ayiko do ya damase gane ekuyafo ya damase omabe ye ekuyafo efimo ekuyafo ya damase